What is up, YouTube? We have another VOD here. Again, this was from my Twitch live yesterday. It's the Sentinels vs Envy, and this is the final map, which was on Split. I hope you enjoy it, and if you could like and subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thanks, guys. Split, last map, final map.
So very interesting matchup.
Quick summary, super quick summary of the last maps. We had Icebox, Sentinels bang them out straight up, and then the complete reverse happens on a SEN. So in theory, we're now meeting in the middle, third map, and hopefully we get a close game. What comps we got? Okay, so this is the second Sky I've now seen on Split, and we have a Sage, which rarely we see as well. We honestly have quite different comps here. In terms of what comp I prefer, I do prefer the Sentinels comp.
The one before that just really raised a beautiful pick here.
Really, oh my god, there's so much going down on this.
Now the execute comes through for Sentinels, and so far it's not working out quite well. Main food back sight, and
oh, he gets a dog kill.
Trailblazer kills in my life. Trailblazer gonna take one down. 4 remaining as Mame pushes forward. Sick finds the refrag. Dapper down to 22 up the ramp alongside Sick, imagining that heal orb has already been used on some of the players, and 30 seconds remaining before that comes up. It's the 3v2 with injured players on the Sentinels front.
This is a really interesting comp from Envy. This is gonna be a fun game to watch. Oh, that was a little bit close. Okay, the one takeaway that I really liked from the pistol was, I talked about it at the beginning, like literally a second ago, in terms of Sky on this map. Like, I don't see it that often. The good thing about Sky is it's a bit like a phoenix, right? When you see a smoke, it's really good to flash through the smoke and go through it. That's exactly what we saw. We saw Heaven smoke get put out. We see 2 people on site. Flash goes through, and then we just start peeking. We have all the advantages, and this guy comes out as well. It's just a brutal crossfire with this many people here. So really good use of the Sky from Crashes. As you can see, 2 assists. I'm not sure if that was from damage. I'm pretty sure that was from the people that were blind. So really good use of the flashes already, and we already have him rotating up to Heaven. Gets caught with the dog out, but Food comes in to save him. Okay, don't worry about this round too much. It was pretty much a full eco from Sentinels. I think we saw a few ghosts, but nothing too major. The dash nearly worked from Shazam to catch out Crashes with while he was in like the dog mode, but yeah, Food covered him. Food's up to 5. We're not near any ult, so I wouldn't have to worry. Maybe we're kind of close to 2, but that's about it. So we're probably going to see Envy try something. I don't know. Let's work out what we're going to see Envy do. Obviously, they have saved all of the specters into this round. So okay, gets a bit of info there. Oh boy, nice little combo though.
Out completely from a nice little set play, but the execute is the one coming in. Dapper wins that engagement against FNS.
Okay, this round,
quiet on the kill feed so far in
this,
the series, but
it's not completely done. Let's check what happens here. Oh, I think he sees that guy. This could be Giant. He hears the camera, so he doesn't want to check it too much. Go back to the other guy. Yeah, give me this guy.
It's gonna be really up to him.
Karenzi, thanks, bro.
Waiting for them to come in through the
big jaws coming down here. Okay, so Caboose doesn't get any, and this guy's about to get flanked. He won't expect it. Nice first round from Sentinels. Again, they had the worst guns in terms of Envy. Throwaway round, you just want to try and do a bit of damage, see if you can... Basically, the main reason for a throwaway round that we see them not buying up is you want to keep your economy really good, and if you win it, right, everything starts flowing. You get good ultimates, you get good money, and you get to pick up their guns. So it's definitely risk versus reward round. It's definitely worth doing. So we like seeing it. It doesn't work out this time, but now's the full buy. Pretty much all bought down. We have 2 light armors. We have a lot of phantoms. Well, we have 5 phantoms, so the light armors will actually matter. It means that they're instant headshots. This is how we were seeing the Sky used originally, where you just flash it at the bottom here, and you take and you can work out if anyone's mid. They tried to go very aggressive onto Heaven here. I think it was a double satchel. I wasn't paying attention fully, but they get the trade. Envy are looking in a good position here, but it's still not over.
Yeah, I guess I was just, trying to say that a lot of see a lot of duelist mains.
Excellent tactical use of the teabag. That's funny.
Makes sense. There's a lot of
walls off to get the orb. Safe way to get the orb. There's now a section in this. I don't know if the Sage decided to shoot through this anyway. What I think is going to happen here is we're going to see him get this other orb, and then we're having a res here. So currently this guy doesn't have the orb. The orb gets taken. I wonder if the info is being relayed to these guys. They took the orb, and then they press tab, see this guy's 6 to 7 away from the orb, and then he's about to get the orb. Okay, I think it was. As soon as the smoke comes up, he knows that he wants to get the orb. FNS shoots him through. He knows what's going on. You can't fool this guy. Great bit of comms. Great awareness.
Playing from the side.
And yeah, I was completely right. So he dies and gets the extra orb point. So he was one away from his orb.
But they don't quite know he's there. They do have a good idea now, as the damage is mostly done with food. Is gonna sort of zip in as Zoms tries to flank in. Now it's Dapper.
Definitely not winnable. We gotta give props to Envy here, chat. We have to, because to be aware of this, it's something that's a bit harder, right? If a guy's 5 out of 7 on this, it's quite hard to keep track of it. You probably press tab, you won't consider it too much. The fact that this orb gets taken, they come about it because they see the wall, they know. This guy calls, walls up, he's getting the orb, they know they got the kill here, they know, then FNS or someone within the team goes and sees that the Sage is on 6 out of 7 this time, and then knows that the orb here hasn't been taken. They know what's going to happen. They know the dead body's here. Smoke comes up and just shoots through to prevent it. So great from Envy. Really good way of, like, just really super aware. That's what we want to see. They're playing Valorant right now.
Good understanding there from Mame. We have a lot more ground covered here for Sentinels. I expect that to be a common theme. Caboose is able to at least answer the ramp.
So A main control, A upper control taken here. Double on site. They have this camera that I believe can see Heaven as well, but he's not in it yet.
Still kind of waiting for that split. Sentinels are a little bit afraid to show face since there was an engagement that happened.
Got a nice little crossfire. I think this is the off angle. Yeah, we saw this off angle. I can't remember who was playing it. We saw this off angle yesterday on the box. It's really strong. Okay, so he's going to see a bit of an A split. As soon as this trip that is in front of him now gets hit, I would like to be able to see this trip, to be honest, in on Spectate. I think that's an update that they need to make happen. So 4 in Heaven. It's all on this guy. 1. Caboose, nice, dude. Really big kill. That's that pretty much makes the round. Let's wait.
Sinatra though has found himself in a nice aggressive spot. Caboose knows that he's there now. Tries to take the jewel, but Sinatra wins another one. That's 2 kills for him. Mummy with the operator brings this into a 1 versus 2. Sinatra having it all to do.
He can't do it. The spike's in Heaven.
And wisely, Envy
Sinatra nearly made this. Nearly made this close.
Sinatra lives to fight another day.
Incredible hold.
Yeah, Sick plays so many agents.
Where he just sprays down 3, pushing in through Heaven.
Yeah, you're right. He plays does he play a different agent every map? Phoenix, Raze, Sky, Breach, Sage. Yeah, I think you're right.
In the hands of Envy. So,
and he plays them all very well.
Sentinels just trying to find another one on the board. And
okay, Envy ahead here. We have the ult still, and we are 1 away from the Raze ult.
But Envy are in full control here on the
Boombot to Heaven. Are they going to double swing? Timing needed to be a bit better there. They were both facing originally, so this was nice from Caboose. And is Caboose? Was it F? It's FNS, isn't it? Yeah.
And the sky usage is smart
Watch the
here.
sky angle. Okay, so this is a good off angle. We saw it earlier in combination with this angle. Great little crossfire. Great little crossfire. So, off angle, waiting for them to come into... Let's draw the lines. So, he can see this vision, right? He can't see them when they come up, but he can see them when they commit. This other guy is holding another angle that's here. As soon as this guy over here gets the angle, this guy on the rafter then swings. So, you're creating a great crossfire. Really good from Envy. 5-1.
To be fair,
Sick still with his ult. This is 2 rounds in a row now where he's had his ult. Sinatra now with the death gets his as well, and then crashes in return.
As the A side hasn't been working, right? So you might really just
it's close.
A little bit heavier, and you're seeing that more.
Damn, they did not expect that. Okay, big trade. Interesting, I haven't seen that much where you have an AWP, he baited him in. Okay, Res comes in, doesn't know exactly where he is. You could see that he was pretty much trying to get it, trying to clip the side of him.
You'll be in a good spot to take him down.
But yeah. Okay, Sentinels with that ult are definitely in the right position now. Surely they are going to check Caboose here. Yeah.
They're going to be checking this corner that Caboose is in, so they make sure that they can contain this. They might
I
even
think
still dedicate to this
they don't know about this guy in the corner as well. He's going to hear him run off, goes to take the timing. Bit unlucky there.
Might not need it because he sees the outlines through the smoke.
Oh, they did not expect him to go through. Okay, it's all on the Cypher now. 3 and A heaven. Another duel coming at middle. FNS takes 1. He needs another one. Oh, okay. Ah, that's unlucky. He did really well there.
That's so unfortunate. That's spike down as well. Mummy will find sick.
And to mention all of this, Crash used his ult as well, so he knew where these 2 guys were. Spike down does pick it up. Again, you can pick up the spike with F guys. It's not like CS. Nice round by Envy. FNS. He's done great there. He really has. He had to get 2. He does a bit of damage to the other guy. Delays him for long enough so they can isolate the spike running into the site. I think it was the spike. Maybe the spike was this guy. He does enough to isolate the other guy running in either way. Low buy coming in from Sentinels. I wonder if we see something a bit faster. 6-1. But remember guys, it's split. It's defense sided. You can snowball pretty hard on the defense. I did like the bait. I did like the bait that we saw with the AWP here and then the guy on a similar angle. Oh, hits a really big shot. He's hitting consistently.
That's rough going. That's exactly what you were hoping for. Maybe find a pick, get the manpower on the B site, but now you're stuck with nothing. Tripwires galore down towards the rope side. That was now going to be taken down by 6. So just trying to find an opportunity to keep them at bay. And
looks like they're going to try and make a 2-man fake onto B. If they get the kills, then potentially they're hoping these guys rotate off and we see an Omen ult back onto the A. Okay, this might happen still. Zoms needs to relax, I think. This guy can walk into A, takes a good timing. He might get a kill here if he hears this Reyna. Does get a kill. Are we going to see Zoms go take TP? Yeah, gets his ult out. Gets out of there in time. Great. Holy shit. This could be a ridiculous 3-on-5 that we're seeing here. Ridiculously good for Zoms, and he comes and gets the heal as well, from like 18 HP to 60, 70. Back into a winnable 2-on-2. This is a legit round if they pull this off.
The smoke that Zoms has set up for himself, but Mummy with the ultimate is going to avoid that part of the map. FNS could be key here as well. He's wrapping all the way down on ramps even. The Cybercage is going to let him sleep.
Time is ticking down.
But now timing's going to be key. Sick pushing around the corner, the operator not looking in his general direction.
It's a good plant for Heaven. He's rotated into Heaven. They have... Do they have any jet smokes? Oh, he used the jet smoke for elbow and not the spike. What a fucking round by Zoms. Holy hell.
A second round on the board for Sentinels, and Sick, I think, gonna try and find the operator.
That was awesome.
And sometimes Zoms just just has these magical rounds. Like, he's never really a big top performer for Sentinels.
I liked the original plan
Sometimes
there.
just he's old faithful, you know. He finds two
They
picks
acted.
there on the
They were
B
in a
site.
3-on-5.
Sec was able to
Okay,
set up,
they were in really
again, I
bad
believe,
positions,
trade
but
with
they had a
Shazam,
plan.
on
They
towards
had the
A
plan
site.
of
Caboose
hopefully,
falling
if
not
the Omen
really,
trades this guy
really
and then
cool
manages to
bit
get
for
another
Envy,
kill,
and they find a
we
lot of
might get a
ground and manage to
rotation.
TP
This
over,
guy can take a time and get a
knowing that
kill,
there's
and
still
then we
one
can try
player
the 2-on-2.
left. Overall, a
That was a
solid round,
great round.
despite
If
the
people
hit
want to
was a lot
ever
to work with for
do like a
Sentinels,
little
and
YouTube
they
thing
find
of
it
what round to
somehow,
break
some
down,
ways.
this was
Now,
a fantastic
Envy,
round
of course, have had their
that we just
economy
saw.
really balloon over the past 8 rounds and are sitting quite happy. But Caboose in this angle, not spotted out by the blue bot. It's going to be huge. First one's going to come easy,
Straight
and the
out, they
dismiss
take
away.
that.
And of course, food there to support. Well done here for Envy.
They've been shutting down all of these aggressive plays that Sentinels want to work. Sinatra is the only one that's been able to get this far, really. And even then, it's streaky on how often he can survive this long. Caboose having another Empress.
Okay, we see a little jump peek there. So he
Any
jump
more, but
peeked.
Shazam
He
with
didn't
the
go out
operation
far
that
enough,
he
so he
lost
didn't
in the
see
last
any of
round.
them,
That's
right?
a
But
nice
they
kill
saw
to
him
Food.
when he jump
He was
peeked because
playing for the
his
elbow
arm
and
went
he's
out, but his
gonna
head
go
didn't,
in.
so he didn't actually get any question marks on the radar. He didn't see anything,
Holding on
but
to
they
heaven.
saw him. He then goes for an actual swing to get info, and then Shazam just takes the easy shot there.
Off towards the screen side. Sinatra just trying to get to safety. Now Shazam here with the peek. Oh, can't find the first shot. Caboose pushing forward, has those pigeons coming through, but Caboose can't find much. Sinatra 2 in the round. He's going to push through this. He does not care. He's chasing down Mame, who has to smoke himself off, drop down through ropes. And this round looks like it's going to be lost for Envy. They do find a pick there on the way out for Sinatra, or onto Sinatra rather. Envy will just back up. Safe
Crazy
respawn,
green
drive
cats.
the round, keep their weapons
They
moving
did.
into the next, and Sentinels sneak away another round.
They're not even going to try to hunt for kills. You could see that
Okay.
Murray was not giving up
Sentinels
for anybody.
get
He
2 in a
ran to
row
the
now.
other side of the universe
It
to
was
make
looking
sure he
bad.
survived.
It's now looking pretty decent. What's the money like on
Sentinels not gonna
Envy?
take that fight. Nice round for them to pick up.
Okay, enough for them to buy.
Shazam having the operator again was one of the main
Enough for them
reasons
to
why
buy
they were
here.
able to open up that site. The execute came in very quickly after
Bit of
they
momentum on
uprooted that
Sentinels here
A
for
player
sure.
Food.
This
By the way, he's
is,
10 and 5. He's been doing a
if they
great
win
job
this,
being
we're
able
going to have an
flag out,
eco. So
keeping up with
one of
Caboose,
the
who we
biggest
have
rounds in
been
this half is
fawning
this
over a
round,
little
in
bit.
my opinion. Shazam ults,
Exciting stuff.
and then 2 ults on the defensive side. Again, the slow
Few rounds
towards
to
B,
go, and
pretty much a default. We like to see that. The cages come up, giant duel going over here. Actually have 3 people dueling really hard for this. Oh, Sinatra's done well to get that kill.
Sentinels will say thank you very much.
They are rolling with it right now. Again, spike over towards B main. These guys are deciding to run back. 2 of them make noise. One of them stays to see if this guy's going to reactively do anything off the noise of the 2 running. Doesn't look like it. Jewel comes in from Dapper, takes it easy, uses the ult. This guy has to move into the crosshair. And we're into a 1-on-5. Sentinels rolling with it. Probably, we're probably going to see a 6-5 because I think Envy are going to have the eco.
Majority of the split map over the attack. If they can go into halftime 6-0, that would be a huge help for them. Now starting to find themselves, and Ultimates are now starting to find themselves on the board too. Resurrect for Sick, just in case somebody goes down a little bit early. But I guess the issue with the comp that Envy's running is you don't have a showstopper. You don't have a Hunter's Fury, obviously, because it's split. You don't really have an ultimate that can break open a site.
I think that other round we saw from Zoms and Sick might be one of the best 3-on-5s I've seen in Valorant.
Leading the line and been performing much better as of late. The spike is over towards B as their default in the cross.
This is actually a super important round for
In terms of
Envy.
having a plan and
This is the
going for it.
force-up round for them, so they're really down to just hundreds of credits. Which means if Sentinels can clean this one up, it will actually put themselves in a position to maybe tie this.
Yeah,
up
I'll probably do a
6-6.
video
That's not
breaking
really
that
what
down
we
as
had
well. It was really
anticipated
cool.
moving into how
That's
this
like, you know, when
map
you used to
started.
see the
We were at 6-1 at some point.
when you used to see like Yanko or someone break, or like Sean breaking down a round in CS, like that's the kind of round that they would pick because it was so good.
It might have to be used later into the round as Sentinels are positioned.
Like if this was a
according to
LAN
the
event right now,
That's
that
how
would
it
be
always
great for an
starts out.
analyst to look at.
And then they split and gain control towards ropes, but this might be one of the first
A
times
lot
they actually
slower
brute force their way
on this
through.
round. I didn't check the. Do you know what? I was sleeping a bit. I didn't check the buy from Envy. This guy has a gun. Did they force? And they're gonna try force twice?
Follow-up play The execute's now starting to come in. Sinatra has managed to push Mummy back to this corner.
Looks like their
Dash
force
has
is
already
decent,
been
honestly.
used
Maybe I
up.
got the
Getting
money
back
wrong.
onto food as the explosiveness starts to come in. Crashy's still playing on the
Crashes
side,
gets a
hiding
big
behind
kill,
Shazam.
gets taken
Shazam's
down.
spotting him, but he
At the
does
same time,
manage to
Shazam,
lure him over
sorry,
into the
Zoms takes
spot.
down Mummy back of
The
sight.
Empress
2
dedicated to
on
Caboose. He's over in
4,
heaven.
very hard retake.
Sam now gonna start
That's
to
a good
go
start,
for
though.
ropes, but Caboose wins that one. This could be the momentum builder.
There
That's
is
just trying to buy
nobody
time, but
near
there's a wall
for
up.
the ult,
So
the
Caboose
res
is
to come in.
very narrow angle to push through.
You can just get through
Playing-
this.
Playing on the opposite side, there's going to be one. Use the invisibility. They don't know where he is. Unfortunately, he gets caught between the wedge, and now it's just Psalms.
What a
and
comeback
Sick
from Sentinels.
that overpower
From
Caboose.
6
Solid
from
round
6-1
here for
to
Sentinels
6-5.
defending. If Mame lands that first initial shot pushing through B main, it's a little bit of a different story. But he gets caught.
Yeah,
he
these
gets
teams
stuck,
are
and it gives
proper
Shazam a
calculated.
huge window to just go crazy,
The good thing about
following up
these
after
teams as
Sinatra.
well is they're just very smart in terms of their IGLs. Like Shazam and FNS are really smart.
I like the fact that they played down the clock. The execute came in very thick and fast after they just waited patiently. And Envy really haven't been able to adjust to the tempo that Sentinels are now trying to set. Seekers is good for Crashies. It's the last round. You don't want to hold on to any form of ultimate. But really, Sick with the Resurrect.
Smoke in the middle. Bit of a duel coming here. Okay, maybe not, maybe not. He decided to move off. Smoke coming. This is a weird smoke. This looks like something that's been practiced. Are they going to just shoot through the smoke, hoping that someone's there? Am I overthinking the smoke? Was it just a miss smoke?
Still Envy committed to this 3-2 split of defense on the B and A side respectively.
Weird.
And while Sentinels have been
Right,
focusing a
so
lot
the
of
guy
their
TP'd over. They heard the
side,
TP. And he's got a flash out ready, so he's going to hit multiple people. We're probably going to see this guy swing really close. So the bird goes to B main, it blinds them, so they take info. He then sends one middle, it blinds them there, also info. Most likely now, you're thinking with that, with it telling you there's people there and there, you're most likely thinking it's a B split.
Envy know that they're there, and the Seekers is actually going to be the way to engage, but they're all pretty quick.
Mid-round proactiveness. Nice! Dude, we rarely see this in Valorant. Okay, that was a good reaction, although. Let's check this. Back into a 2-on-2. Sinatra has his ult.
Now it's a 2 versus 2. Showstopper
This duel's really big.
Dapper's going to push a bit more aggressively, but run right into FNS. He wins that duel.
This is a hard one to win with the Razor.
Only one layer left, has to win this out in a 1 versus 2. Showstopper's going to be
had to get the kill and then try and dismiss away. So yeah, 6-1 to 6-6. I'll tell you what I really like from Envy there though, and something that we rarely see in Valorant itself is we rarely see proactiveness on the defensive side within, like, you see it at the beginning of the game, like the first 20 seconds, but you rarely see it like mid-round, like when the time's in between like 1 minute to 40 seconds. We rarely see that. We actually see a push like on the 40-second mark. That's really cool. Again, they have the worst guns, right? So they want to close distance. They know that people are here, and they know that they're probably going to get split on. So they decide to do the fight on their terms. They use the ults. It's a shame that the ult, the Sky ult got shut down so much. It could have worked a bit better. But also good reactional play from Sinatra to use his satchels to make sure he could flank really fast. So look, so much good is happening in this game.
Looking for defensive control towards the mid side, at least from what we can gather on this initial pistol.
Just one more half left. Loser goes home in this quarterfinal game.
So they cross over to Heaven.
One map each.
Interesting that on a pistol he's not buying the hill. In my opinion, the Sky Hill is up there as one of the best abilities for a pistol round.
Envy's number throughout their lifespan in Valorant. Caboose is going to be the entry set up.
I'm not sure they're going to think he's here. Okay, I take it back.
Sought after from Sick. He gets a nice shot with a classic, but the follow-up is going to be chased after from Mummy. Sinatra has been a lot better last few rounds that we've seen him in.
What's up, Strong Legs? The best ability for a pistol, yeah. Yeah, right. So it's an odd decision to not use it. It's not even not even to use it, to not have it, to not buy it. Okay, so they break the wall, and then with that they decided they're gonna now split onto A. This guy's pretty much the main guy. Is he gonna find good timing to spawn? Does Shazam even know that he can get behind him? Okay, the smoke comes out, decides to help his mate on the site, does have a dash. His mate on site managed to get one and a good amount of damage, but Shazam falls down.
takes a little bit, but it's just
Okay,
frag after
2 on
frag,
2.
boiling down to the 2v2. Sentinels have sprinted over off from the B site. Food alongside Mame. Mame will fall just down to Food. 25 HP. Smoke in 3 seconds, but he might not even be able to get to use it. He's going to wrap around the tower. The defuse starting to come through. Not sure where he's coming from, but
Just sticking it.
now knows exactly where he is. Frenzy swap. Spray comes in, but
Okay, Sentinels take pistol.
That's Sentinels winning pistol, starting the second half in the lead.
Yeah, I have no idea about their comms. No idea.
It's funny that Mummy and Shazam across the series so far have been top fragged for their teams, and they're pretty middling in the pack.
So,
in fact,
I like
the
seeing
supportive
a pistol and a
backbone
pistol.
player, Dapper
So,
has looked a lot sharper on the Cypher
even
on this map than he
Stevens.
did on the SEN. Food as well has been great
Best
on
team
this
can
side,
now
and
go
he's
ahead
been
and
playing
win,
the
so
controller
I
role
like
full
that.
time. Did move over to some duelists now and again during first strike for Envy, but now he's on that roll and he's thriving, but seems that Envy have to pull out all the stops if they want to
Flash
keep
in
this
middle.
in. There's no buy-up. Envy are quite happy to give
C9
up
beat
this round to buy
Ambox.
fully next, but they still want to try and do
Damn,
something.
that game
which is
ended fast.
Ooh, Shazam finds one. He'll get tagged for the
Are you
second.
sure?
Zoms will hold off.
No.
push
Oh,
in
okay, you're just predicting,
from
or
the choke point, and Sick just willing to play with Sinatra towards this mid side. You're gonna see that a lot. Moving into this half, down to 2 players here for Envy on the eco, and really not a lot that can be done.
yeah,
Good
eco
boost
coming in
damage,
now.
but
Nothing too out of the ordinary to
players,
see Sentinels
they're feeling
take
like
this
they're in control. They don't
very
stay
easily. They do get a
defensive
kill
for
from
long.
it.
They get antsy. See, Sinatra does
I think that's
end up
all they're
falling,
gonna
but
get from it.
still so antsy. It's Dapper wraps around the opposite side. Just down to Mummy.
Yeah.
only losing Sinatra.
Right,
in the
now
process.
Envy need this round, really.
And now a full buy-up from Envy.
Full buy. Let's keep an eye on what
Not
Sinatra
too much
buys.
to change if you're Sick in Sinatra. He's, I think, going to be getting the old gun of Sick as he upgraded to a Phantom. Actually going to be running the Stinger. Must have been that way he was holding, never mind.
Okay, that's fine.
But yeah,
Takes a
like,
Stinger, I
Envy
don't mind that.
not won a round in 6. He started off being 6-1 up.
Maybe he got dropped to Singer. I wasn't paying
Now
full
we're
attention
losing
there.
8-6.
Did he buy full gun
It's
and...
not been good. FNS
I think
lit
he-
Sent on fire with 20
I
kills
think
by
he
the end
dropped
of it. He's 6
that
and 9,
someone.
which is nice, but not nice when you look at the state of the game for Envy. Starting to fall out of their hands.
Aggressive smoke here to give them a lot of distance. And it looks like they're waiting for this camera. Honestly, he was
There
pretty much
is
in the right
that.
position. I think it's actually just a bit to the right for where he looked. Orb gets
Orb
taken
secured for
on...
Caboose.
Okay, thank you.
Really want that Empress to come through in those
On
late
to
round
Caboose.
scenarios and trying to get that early on. Stick with the
Same wall that we're seeing quite often.
You're not getting into this heaven side.
Okay, they
anytime
decide to
soon.
break
They'll
it down.
That'll at least free fire through.
Double Heaven. These guys are a great combo.
The
In
opposite
terms
side
of the
is not
slow
very
and the
close to
nade,
Stinger.
you do not want to be in this when they decide to do it.
It's smart stuff from Dapper because he knows. Look at the come from Envy. There's no Molotovs. There's no aggressive utility that can force him off the angle. So he's just going to hold there. Sure enough, he could be flashed by the sky or paranoid by the Omen. But
40 seconds. They're going to have to go into the strat at the moment. I'm not sure if they still have another slow. They at least have the raise nade.
Sit in this aggressive spot, sit in my camera all day and
Oh.
wait. And Envy now have a lot of questions to ask. Do we go through here? Well, you've got Shazam
Okay, they
waiting
definitely
for
handle
you,
this
but
the
the
right
double-
way. I've seen a
double
few
jump
teams
down
where
is so good.
they let the guy
FNS
jump
gets the kill, but
second.
paranoid from
So
Zombs.
definitely the guy
Right
has to
for
land
those
here
first
first and the
round.
other guy swings there. So
Follow up
good
there.
double swing from Envy. They definitely handle it the right way.
Sinatra just trying to hold close on the Raptors, but still it's up to Dapper. He finds 2, that's huge. Spike's being planted, not in the default plant spot, just below Heaven. Here comes Sick. Down to the 2v2.
Sentinels have made
Late
this
to the
close.
party, but he'll wrap around from the opposite
Oh, he could
side.
have
Sick
spammed him.
Just trying to buy time. He's got the heal, but doesn't need it. There we go. He's
Beast.
gonna lock it in just down to Mame, and guess who?
Okay, this is pretty hard for Envy now. That's like the one round that they definitely should be winning in terms of yeah, in terms of guns.
Sentinels, and now this is gonna start to look like a very scary picture for Envy.
The only place that Sentinels failed to get a defuse on was A. B site was okay. They got a couple.
Yeah,
but
6
NRG were
great to
very
watch.
Good on their B executes. Sentinels are not letting anything
Another
through
eco
there.
coming in.
NB are really
Octave.
struggling to
Yo,
make
man.
some aggressive headway, and every time that they do manage to sort of get onto Heaven, get through ropes, they are whiplashing.
You get
themselves,
300
moving from
YouTube views?
side to side
Okay,
in the map,
we'll
but
take
we're not
that.
really seeing a split coming through. There's no pressure through Heaven. Meanwhile, the attackers are also going through B main. it's allowing Sentinels to really funnel Envy onto the site, and when you've got Dapper on one site, Zombs
So
on
they
the
do
other,
the birds
they're gonna have
into
easy
ropes.
kills. More mid pressure this time from Envy, but the wall is just gonna be enough there to stop them. But at this point, Sick, he's hearing sheriffs. They're happy to take this duel against Envy's eco.
There's one. Orb goes down.
Again, they're really trying to use this combo at middle. He's just hoping that someone... So he's waiting to see a foot. He sees the foot, he does the slow. He's hoping that someone's in the back of the slow. And that the nade that kind of goes like this, pretty much the trajectory, will... This guy won't be stuck in the slow, but he's hoping that he's in it for a little bit that slows him down from avoiding it so that it will do a good amount of damage. So Sentinels definitely have a good routine in middle. I like that. Cage is up so they can cross to heaven. Two of them cross over to heaven. One-way smoke comes out so that this guy can spot legs.
There's a little bit more space for Dapper to just play on the side that he wants to play, and he wants to play on the B side. This is going to be an eco round hit on the A side.
Okay, I would have handled this a lot differently to these guys.
And it's likely going to continue that way.
30 seconds left.
Sentinels are feeling confident now, taking a lot of duels, winning a lot of them. Even the 50 rounds aren't finding too much.
Yeah, we've seen quite a bit of Brim actually.
Kill with the sheriff. It's to perform a little bit more. Sick has been
so
much better on this Sage.
Okay, I'll give Envy a free tip here on how they should have played this. So you see this one-way smoke that came here. The good thing about Sky, and we talked about it on pistol round, right? Going back all the way to pistol round. The good thing about Sky is it's good for flashing through smokes, right? So this one-way's here, and obviously someone's spotting it from one of these angles. Instead of smoking CT, it's much better to just smoke this area here, right? Create a question mark and just get in the smoke and just flash through your own smoke. It like negates the one-way that you have here, gets you a bit of space, and then means that you can close the distance. Just do your own smoke here and then just flash through it. I feel like maybe Envy like the Sky, but I don't think they're fully utilizing it the best they could be.
Shazam spots at least a jump in food trying to bait out the sniper and forces him away, but Sick is lurking. He's hungry for a kill.
And instead of the wall and some of that Sage utility, using Shazam, try to get some of that early space, and that actually gives a lot of space for Finesse to push up. He does get stuffed there by Shazam still. A 3v4 with an injured food. Trade in middle. But a player down, yep, that is true.
Yeah, I don't know.
No armor.
I'm not massively...
Dapper, you pointed it
If you're playing the Sky, you have to change... You don't have to change the way you play, but you have to know the strengths and the weaknesses of it. I feel like they're not playing to the strengths of it. But Mame is making a lot of space in this round, okay? Okay, big 3-on-3. Res comes in, Mame's probably feeling it. He's probably going to carry on dueling, I imagine, with the shots that he's hit. Crashies takes that down, that could be the round, let's see.
Is the resurrection worth it? Sick will trade it out down to the 2v2 Sinatra, just trying to get a little bit vertical. Sick with free on
oh god, they're gonna...
The blade storm coming through. Mame is chasing, that's one. And now all he needs to do is
respects, man, that's a really sick round.
For Mame, the 4K on the round.
Good decision making as well. He misses the shot on Heaven. It's a hard shot, absolutely fine. But then instantly decides when they get onto site, he knows it's a bad plant, knows that he has to pretty much close the distance. Doesn't want to have the duel on their terms, so decides to quickly dash in, ults really early on, and then take the close range duel. It's really good with the right click of the jet, and then wins the one-on-one. Pretty much a solo. I'm not saying it's actually a solo round, but it's like a big play round from Mame for them to win that. Like, he's had to go big for them to win the round. I'm not sure you can consistently rely on that in terms of winning rounds, but they at least needed to get a bit of momentum. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going.
Envy 4 players towards this ace.
He's gonna walk into it.
An interesting angle.
Leg shot.
Tags Mame and has to tailwind to safety. Would have loved to secure that one, but Caboose now gonna push in on the
probably gonna see a heal at some point. No, the guy's in. Guy's lurking with Sky.
Solid hit here for Envy.
I've never seen a Sky lurk.
Sky will try to hold off the pushes coming in from the heaven side.
Either way, they win the duels on the site.
Crashies has been walled off, so his lurk isn't going to find all that much. He could wait or give up his position, but he'd be waiting.
He just has to wait, it's fine.
More
Probably, it looks like they're gonna. Okay, no, they're going for it. He's got a good amount of util. The bot will check back right for him. He heard him. Did he hear him or did the... Interesting. Okay, nice round from Envy. I'm not entirely sure I like the Sky lurk in terms of agent-wise, but if Crashies likes lurking, then let him do what he wants to do. So that's fine. It paid off. The wall broke, so then Sinatra checked it, right?
This is a real test for them.
He's got good awareness. Right, bit of momentum and shit guns.
Last round probably might have been a little different if Shazam finds that opening.
This is good. We've got a close game now.
Having that extra player, Caboose still would have been able to push forward and find food, but you still would have had a little.
Sky flash here tries to prevent this push down middle, but actually, okay, nice, good dog. The dog's gonna see both there. Actually, no, the dog only saw one because this guy was in the smoke, but food took the jewel here.
That's a little unfortunate.
Meanwhile, we have a jewel on A.
As well. As Shazam goes vertical, has the blaze storm, doesn't see anybody, and he's gonna back away to safety. But still, it's Envy that start off with the first initial pick. They're being a little bit hesitant. They're a little bit afraid of the.
Crashy's played Cypher for a long time. It's probably why. Yeah, I think he just likes lurking right now. They're not really thinking of it as an agent thing. They're just thinking this guy likes to lurk, which is fine. I mean, they won the round. If they want to throw it in every so often, it's definitely good to throw it in.
We're sort of caught out in no man's land a little bit. The spike is going to get planted. 3 ultimates available for the Sentinels players. Sinatra was keen to use the showstopper, but Shazam actually with the blade storm is the thing that's making this very interesting. Wow. Dapper taken out
if that jewel
Shazam is going to try and
went to Dapper,
he's got a gun, or at least get the kill on his weapon as he does
it could have been
might still be time to
a 2-on-5.
Damage to Envy, but he also has to defuse at the same time.
He's going in the right direction here as well. Food manages to
good
get
try.
He was a little low.
You got to give him that.
So understandably can't really continue that momentum, but he did some
9-10
Envy members, and that was of course the awkward bye round for Sentinels. But that's 3 in a row for Envy. Max lost bonus coming.
Yeah, we got a lot of ults. We got Sinatra on ult as well. We got food ult coming out, and we're 1 away from a res as well.
We narrow in on the
double AWP in terms of one, not actual double AWP, but 1 on each side.
Quarterfinal matchup between Envy and Sentinels, and the loser goes home.
I said this at the start.
So they flash to here to create a question mark as if they're going to heaven. They put the cage up as well, so they're trying to really fake the presence that they have gone to upper A here and that they have upper A control. So there's now a big question mark here in terms of the cage and then the flash. Great setup, and unluckily Mame doesn't manage to get the shot.
Shuts down Caboose, who has been a pivotal part of Envy's resurgence over the last few rounds. He's hungry to get more, but look at this.
Okay, they're going to have to move fast because this ult's coming in. They know they're in heaven, could be a big nade. He's going to use his ult. Doesn't need to. They move down middle. I think this is the right decision. I think when they all got seen here, they need to relax, they need to reset. And see if they can get in everything. Anything, sorry. So they saw the Raze nade upper, so they know that he's heaven. I really hope they don't group heaven when he has his Raze ult. Okay, it's fine. I think he... No, okay.
Can Sentinel stop this push coming through? Imagining
well,
a pigeon about
I'm a little bit worried now. Unless the AWP
was sick and Dapper laying in wait.
Okay, I'm less worried. That's a giant kill.
Sinatra will fall. Sick is just trying to hold things down. Dapper all down to him. Teleport for Zom, so he's here. Shazam's gonna be late. Dapper will find 3 on the round.
15 seconds.
Now it's just down to the 2v2. Spike needs to get planted in Boo's hands.
Oh, food. Yeah. You hit both those shots. And he gets the plant. More money.
23, 13, and 4. He's been kind of like a shadow, just sitting in the back, picking up kills here, left and right. Now we get to see him for his true glory. A spectacular performance thus far.
That was giant. Honestly, these two, in terms of impact frags, really big at the moment.
Sentinels who happen to eco. Sinatra getting caught out there. I really like the defensive setup that Sentinels had, the crossfire, the aggressive camera from Dapper, but I think Sinatra just oversteps his boundaries. He could wait.
Low buy as well. They're going to take the lead.
Pigeon go up, hit some steps. use it to
They
deflect them
definitely
out.
use the momentum
What was
here.
put up to funnel the attacking players of Envy into that spot. Seemed that he overstepped the mark a little bit, and it provided another
Good amount of
opening for
control
Envy.
into
Just a
ropes.
few
Don't have
rounds
to worry
left.
about anything.
Another resurrect for Sick.
This will be
He
going
has been
towards
great
heaven.
on
Doesn't
Sick.
see
Best
anyone. They
performance
feel
I
like they
think
can
we've
move
seen from
towards
him
middle
so
now.
far. Sinatra still with that showstopper.
Shazam, every single eco has gone into this,
Bot is so
or
cheap.
every single low buy when he has the stinger has gone into
Sentinels
this
haven't ever
position
really
so
pushed
far.
that
Every single round I've seen
extremity
him
on
buy
the
a stinger,
defense.
he's played this
Not many
once.
defensive teams do.
That goes for yesterday's
You don't
games
find
as
that
well. I'm
often.
pretty confident.
Especially with how the
I
map
might
is
be
set up.
wrong by like
You don't
one
really
round.
get a lot of ground if you push a lobby, right? You don't find much value. You'd rather try to
Double
find
cage for the
control
cross.
in mid.
He does one early on.
Cages
Now
do go
creating
up.
the question mark as if they've gone to heaven.
Sentinels don't really have a direct sight line into it, but at least we'll see it now. Camera going in. doesn't
Checks
see
to see if
anybody,
anyone's
but they know
close.
a camera is
Probably
there.
going to do another cage again in a second.
This
Does
wall
hear
is
the
gonna be a
wall. Were they
little
going
bit
to break
annoying,
it?
because Shazam is going to be holding down ramp.
Yeah.
And with that wall being sprayed down,
Sick does have a
Nation
res
is
here.
told that it might be an A-side hit.
There's some good ults up.
I've got your trail.
Seekers are gonna break
Guys,
through,
time.
but Sick has to change up his position and
Keep
seems
an
to
eye on
just
the
play
time.
from
This
top
is
of the wall.
going to be
Pretty
hard.
sure
The
Envy
slow,
would have
the
expected
nade.
that too,
This is done.
but a nice paint shell has delayed this.
They
now.
can't plant.
Only 10 seconds to get that spike planted. You haven't even broken onto the site just yet, and Sinatra's able to get even a little bit more. 3 seconds left. The spike
Oh
is not
man,
going to
that's
get
the
planted,
run they
and that
lose.
really works out terrifically from Sentinels. Even with a big dedication from Envy, Sentinels retain their lead.
Yeah,
It
just
wasn't a full eco, but it was a pretty
six
low
man in the
buy.
lobby. The clock, time was against Envy there. They needed to
They
find a
just
little bit more
waited
intel.
too
They used a lot
long.
of that utility towards the mid side. Okay, well nobody's there, nobody's home.
I was actually praising Envy on one of the other maps for when there's a low buy that they all go together early towards the site.
Ground on the ramp side. Not sure. Well, they did get ramps. Heaven aggression. It was just a little bit too late in the
It
round.
was
So
like 5 seconds left
Okay.
on the clock. Mummy, though,
That's a good answer back though. Let's
kill
get him
within
back
the
into
first
it.
1.5 seconds. Envy now wanted to sort of
Early
push
jaw.
beyond this.
Nice,
This is
dude.
a nice paranoia coming through from Zombs. They line up nicely for him.
Oh, this is great. We're seeing some good shit.
Step his way out of there. Sinatra though is going to add to it even more. These paint shells in this spot have been so deadly to stop Envy from pushing beyond. And I like this setup that's been working out well for Sentinels. It is a 2 versus 2 now as Caboose gets a good win. The paranoia
Oh,
connects
man.
onto Zombs. He's taken out.
I tell you what I really liked about this is they were very aware again of the ults. You know, the first kill came in, and the first death, sorry, came in for Sentinels. They had Sick on the res. They knew that most likely they were going to try and fight for the res, so they actually just early swung it and caught him off.
Win or lose, he's been having a spectacular time. Unfortunately, he'll have to sit out, but
Okay, they win the harder round.
that one up 11 to 11.
In terms of that round, yeah, Sinatra overpeaked a little bit. Maybe he was a bit too confident there. I didn't like him giving away his kill here.
Not looking so good. It's kind of a little bit scattered on both sides, but both teams are scrapping rounds together. 2 remain.
It's feeling a bit like an overtime.
Here we could go to overtime, but Envy are having the better buy here.
Sentinels did not expect Mummy to have the operator. They went for an aggressive play and they
ult-wise,
taken out
we
now look at the
have
economy.
quite a few.
Stingers, full armor. It's whatever Sentinels can afford. With Envy gone to
We
match
see
point,
Arena
even
flash in to
less.
create the idea that there's early B main pressure.
His utility has been a lot more effective on A. It's really shunted.
They feel like they
Envy
don't
and
have to
trying
put too much
do.
into
They're
the fact
looking
that
to
they're
change it
faking a
up.
B, right?
That's
Most
a
of the
lot
time
of
they're playing the
emphasis
Cypher
going on to
continuously
playing
on the
mid,
B
even
itself,
the
so
wall
the
for
chance
them
of a
to make sure
Cypher
that
going
ropes
aggressive
play can go through. No
isn't
utility
that
to
likely.
even
So
know
in
if
terms of
they're
utility
out.
they're using to
The
show
Trailblazers gonna just see what
that
they
they're
can
taking B
find.
main control, the one Reyna
Majority of
flash
Envy
definitely
pushing
is
through
enough.
mid.
Dude, they're actually really heavy towards here, but this is fine. We can have the slow and nade combo. Again, we see the off angle that we saw in the first half. Smoked off the off angle.
I like this smoke actually because I mean it denies information to yourself, but you also don't know if a player is playing the off angle. Sinatra pushes.
Okay, they know that he's playing heaven with this. Flash to push him off. Yeah, makes sense. Goes into the site.
They don't really want to face up against Sinatra.
They really think this is a pretty good fake, honestly.
This was the plan all along for Envy. Look at where
Little bit
has
worried
his
about
spike.
FNS on his
Been
own
here
with the
throughout
spike,
whole
but
round,
okay,
with
now
30
the Roosters
seconds
up.
left.
They
This
know
is
that they're
where
coming onto
Sentinels
site. These two have to
really
play
start to make
together.
things difficult for
The
Envy.
Omen Flash
They've
gets
actually
used
mocked this
early,
through
hits
heaven.
no one. He thought they were
Paranoid
coming through
through
heaven,
some
but actually they
Resurgence
wrapped
zones,
around here. This is
hits
cool.
nobody. They've switched it around a little bit. And Mummy with the blade
It's all up to
Summers are trying
Zoms.
find him out. They know that Zoms is playing off the site. He's able to get a
Time,
couple
11,
more.
should be fine to get
Now,
the spike
ball
down.
versus
I didn't see where the
10
nade went.
seconds. Sinatra gets a nice kill. Sick is taken
Oh, he's
down.
going for it.
No resurrect available. Spike is just
Oh
gonna go
my god,
down
it was
inside
so
the
close.
circle. Makes a hero play to delay it.
Oh shit, it was
Gets
enough
the
though,
3K.
guys.
And just like that, they
Sinatra,
collapse
there
on
was
top
so
of
much
Envy
good
and
going
they
on in this.
steal
Sinatra's
match point.
absolutely owned it. His
Sinatra
decision
with
making
the
to
Goomba
go
stop,
this way
going
instead of
aerial,
this way with his
spread
with his
his
double satchel
wings, and
was
flying
massive. You
potentially
saw the
to a
guy was looking
victory.
this way, the
Economy
other
is
person who wasn't
broken
planting to
for
defend
Envy.
his
Have the
mate.
Empress have the neural
Damn,
theft,
dude, that was great decision making.
half from the shadows.
I also,
Don't
in
have
terms of
a lot
Envy,
of
I really
credits
like the
to
fact
work
that they
with
went from heaven
Sentinels.
and then decided to go
Either
back this way.
ticketing to move
The
on to
spike
the
was on its own. I
semifinals,
was worried about it
and they've
getting
got a
owned from
lot
this
of
area,
money
so I
and
like that the
lot of
majority
credits
went
to
around
work
this way
with.
to help him
Have
out.
to commend
And
Sinatra
it
for that
also
play.
meant that they avoided
Great
the
follow-up
Omen
from
Flashes
the
went
rest
to
of his
heaven.
team, but
But
I
to
li-
actually
and I
win
like
the
what you
round,
call
that was
out
great
too,
by
Envy not
Sinatra.
even opting in to go through heaven. The paranoia was good from Zoms, but they switched it up last second. It worked out initially, but Sinatra came in swinging.
Sentinels
Yeah, I think I'll just
really
upload this
throwing
whole.
the
I'll just
time,
upload this
all
whole game
thanks
to YouTube
Sick.
again.
The
It's
Walls
been a
being
great
placed in
one.
Positions where they want to feint and go. Laurel was so good at this in First Strike in Europe, and Sick is doing the exact same thing, and it's working out very well. Nice operating spot for Shazam.
First
He
kill
wins
from
that
Shazam,
engagement
gets
onto
the one way
Mummy.
so he can
Enemy's
fall back. They
economy
don't want to
wasn't
push through
good
this
in the
one way
start.
most
I
likely
think
because it
Food
just
is
sees
a
his feet.
sheriff.
Ults are getting popped now. There's still so many ults. There's still so many ults for Sentinels. They're in such a
Four
good
ultimates
position here.
available still on the Sentinel side.
3 in heaven.
Vision comes through. Zom's gonna play behind the
Omen
final
ult
pop
onto
off, but
site.
here comes Caboose.
Oh,
He's
he does
starting to
well
push
to
through
get that
Zom's.
kill.
Got his number.
And that kill. Okay, it's done, guys.
With an A headshot and Sick will
That was
clean
nice. Okay,
up
Sentinels take it
Crashies.
2-1.
Oh my goodness, they stopped the push.
That was
and
actually a sick game.
Sentinels will defeat Envy.
That was a sick game. We
13
saw a lot
to
of cool
11
stuff.
on split.
A
Take
lot of
them
cool
out the
stuff. Really
tournament.
good rounds.
Move on to the
Good individual play.
semifinals,
Good team play.
and
Good
still
mid-round
that
calling.
record remains
That was
spotless
legit. We like
for
that.
the stand.
8 wins for Sentinels out of 8 games against Envy.
Awesome.
It
That was a great
so
game, guys.
Close, and there was so many great
Shall
plays
we
from
switch
Envy,
over to the other
but
one
at
now?
the end, certainly that last half, Sentinels were able to bring it